Welcome to the second part of Sophie doesn't know what she's doing, or I just want to talk about my yarn addiction. So, ignoring the bags under my eyes because this time it's in the morning. Last time we did it in the evening. It was really late. I was really tired. It was a mess. So, we're trying this time with a little bit more order. But it's early. Trying to look as like behind the camera. There's like a clock. It's 10 in the morning. I'm not awake for that long. It's maybe not early for you, but for me it's early. Yeah. Yeah. Shall we? Yeah, maybe the window is a little bit bright, but I want to try a different place this time. So last time I was at my desk and I need to stand up a lot to get the stuff. It was a mess. So this time I'm sitting on my bed, crouched ill in the corner of my bed here because the rest is covered with projects. We got 7 at the moment. God knows why I need so many, but it's, craft as a therapy, so we need more. Yeah. So, welcome on Thursday morning, Thursday morning. So, let's get started. I don't know if you saw the first episode. I don't think so. It got like 14 views so far, so we don't care. And I'm sharing every project at the moment. So you don't need to watch the first one. It was a mess. Just stay with me here. Bam, bam. It's cute, isn't it, with the choker thing? Just, like I said, ignore the tiredness. It's like the beauty YouTuber. I just don't pay attention to my nails. Yeah. So yeah, last time was on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so it's nearly 2 weeks. I wanted to do it after 1 week, but then it was like, you didn't really get so much done that's worth it. I know you want to talk about your yarn and everything, but maybe you should do some yarn work before you show your yarn work. Huh? Just an idea. And then I wanted to do it on Sunday, which would have been like 10 days. But I planned to do it on Sunday, and then it was like Sunday, and I was like, I don't really want to talk about it. I just want to do it. So yeah, I kept on crafting. So yeah, now it's Tuesday, and I'm gonna show you. And it's like 4 minutes of rambling without sharing anything. Let's take a sip of coffee. Yeah, we're freaks here. I'm sorry. Let's make a dance break. I always do dance breaks. Yeah, it's a little bright, isn't it? Gotta do what you gotta do. I needed to up the brightness so you can see me. It's like light and shadow. I'm really bad at adulting, just don't tell anybody. So we're gonna start with project 1, which we had no progress last time and which we have no progress this time. I'm gonna explain you why. So, just reasons. Just look at it. Oh, you can't even see my ass. Don't you? I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try to show you my ass next time I reach for something. I see. I really love like amethyst. This is boob shot. So I'm trying to get some sexiness in this yarn show. Yarn show. This is the yarn show. So the first thing I want to do is pants. There are reasons why I want to make pants, because I failed at making pants before, and I really want to start to support fast fashion and the whole clothing industry, because it's bad. I mean, I know, you know, we know, everybody knows, but it's really, it's worse than you think. It's really worse. You should do research, or just don't if you don't want to know, but it's really bad. Just in case nobody told you before, it's bad. So I'm gonna try. It's hard. It's a lot to don't support fashion or not fashion, the clothing industry anymore. But yeah, I got a lot of clothes, so I won't be in trouble anytime soon. But I really need to figure out. I mean, shirts and sweaters and so. Okay, that's one thing. I think I can do that. But pants, it's a different thing. It's complicated, you know, or at least for me. I don't know. I tried to do well-sitting trousers, but I failed. So it's still on the to-do list. Still on the. You need to figure it out someday. So I bought fabric, which is really pretty. It's like this lavender, lilac-y. It's a little bit on the cool color side. It looks a little bit warmer in the sunshine. But it's nice. I got a lot because I want to make flat pants. Last time I showed you that I searched some thread which would nicely color coordinate with it, because I want to do some kind of embroidery design with it. I got a pattern to do pants, which I want to alter a little bit to make it my own and do some embroidery decoration on it. I think it will look really cute. I need to put it back into the box. But the problem is, I don't like sewing. So, and it's like, it's so much. I want to have the outcome, but I'm not so much into the process. First, I need to wash the fabric, because it will shrink, and you don't want to sew something and then wash it and it will shrink and it won't fit anymore. Then you fucked up. So you want to wash it before. But I'm gonna tell you a secret. At the moment, I have a lot of laundry to do, so I really don't have the time to put a whole laundry in it. I don't have a dryer. I have a washing machine, but not a dryer, so I need to hang up everything. So everything takes a day or two, maybe, depending on what it is to dry. So yeah, I don't have time at the moment to wash this, or I don't want to. If I'm lazy in doing the laundry, so if I do laundry, I'm gonna do real laundry and not this, because it's just, yeah. And I'm not even that hyped about it, you know. I can wait. And like I said in the first video, but I'm gonna repeat here now, so you don't have to rewatch it or something. I'm planning to do or the initial plan on starting this was to do collection, like making my clothes for next for winter in 2020, or yeah, 2019, 2020. Like for winter always goes into 2 years. But yeah, next year. So we got time. No need to hurry, no pressure. So yeah, and I still got pants that fit me, so we're good. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm planning on the color scheme, a little bit of 70s retro with flat pants and cardigans. I think it's gonna look good. The thing is, it should look like suede, like wild leather, which it kind of does, but I want to have a lot of stretch because it was told in the pattern. If you use a fabric with this amount of stretch, you don't need a button or you don't need a zipper. And I was like, maybe I'm gonna do the easy way for the first one and make it more like jeggings or something. Don't tell anyone. We're gonna style it like it would be real pants, like adult pants. But I get a lot of stretch. So, but with a lot of stretch, it's thinner than I expected. Sure, I could take it double, but that's like a waste of fabric. I mean, I paid for this. I really like the other side too, but yeah. And it's like this fabric where you can like draw on, if you know what I mean. It's gonna drive me crazy, but I kind of like it. So yeah, it's a little bit thinner as I expect, so maybe it's more fall than winter, but you can always wear like a leggings under it or stockings, or I don't know. So we're gonna make it work. Walk, 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 walk. So that's project number 1, 12 minutes in, showed you the one prep. That's 12 minutes on, showing you one project, which I didn't even start. We're going fast. I'm really trying to do this faster than last time. Last time it was like 90 minutes, me rambling, but I had no structure in it, so we're trying that at this time. Yeah, let's take a sip of coffee. So, be aware, I'm reaching over, maybe you will see my butt. I'm gonna try. So, next gonna be yarn, which I love, the undyed one. It smells like cheap. It's hand dyed and hand spun in Germany. Got it from Etsy. I don't know out of my head how she is called. I mean, it's thick and thin yarn. It's hand spun. It's hand dyed. It's awesome. If you want to know, ask, and I'm gonna write it down. But mostly I'm too lazy, and I don't think that anybody watches this, so I'm a little bit too lazy for like doing all the this is this yarn and I bought it this and it cost this and blah blah blah. I would have to take notes, and yeah, if you really want to know, I'm really willing to write it down in a comment or something, but I'm not gonna search it out for everything. I mean, I've got a lot of yarn and addiction. Maybe it's not a lot for you. I saw a podcast with Yarn Stash behind him. Whoa. I don't have that much yarn. I have 7 projects. It's enough. It's more on its way, though. Yeah. So, and I'm not good with names, so I don't remember things out of my head. But if you want to know, just ask. So, this is awesome. Oh, this is my life now. Love me. So yeah, I got a third one. Like rose one. And I was like, when I ordered it together with the fabric for the pants, and the pants fabric said it takes 1 to 2 days to ship, and the yarn said 1 to 2, and I didn't read further, and I was like, yeah, 1 to 2 days, like the pants, no problem, but it's 1 to 2 weeks. It's hand spun, it's hand dyed. She needs a little bit of time. That's normal, Sophie. That's, yeah, of course. So I was like, after 2 days, I was like, why didn't she ship it yet? After 3 days, I was like, what's going on with that woman? And then I checked and I was like, what's going on with me? What were you thinking? So it took a little bit longer to arrive to me than I initially expected, which is totally my fault because I'm a stupid human being. But I was like, when you're shopping for that yarn and you get a project in your head and you're figuring it out and you know everything you want to do, and you're totally excited and hyped. You know what I'm talking about. You're a yarn addict too. I hope so. Why are you watching this? But 2 weeks later, it's like I kind of lost the image in my head of of the finished garments. So I still knew what I wanted to do, but I need to do swatches and everything and figure out what I want to do. And I still don't really know. And now this one are the same size. They're like 100 gram or 200. I don't know, but the pink one is smaller. It's like 50 gram only. It's okay. It's just I got the same amount, but just smaller yarn. Balls. They're not balls when they arrive. I need to cake it up. So yeah, you know what I mean. When you like twist it around and you look pretty. Yeah. So my plan was to do like color work and like Aztec like look and a little bit like Nepal Sherpa look. Yeah, we're burping here, I'm sorry. We're burping and we're swearing, so if you don't like that, I'm sorry, you're already 18 minutes in. I should have said that in advance, but just say, it doesn't matter. So yeah, and then I did do swatches, and the order's wrong. So I have a different project which I started before. So while waiting for this yarn, I was like desperate for yarn. I needed yarn, and I didn't want to wait like 2 weeks. I was like, what? I'm gonna get insane if I have to wait 2 weeks for my yarn. I really need that yarn. I need to yarn right now. I'm a yarn. Give me yarn. So, this way, it's like really a gap here. It looks a little weird. Yeah. So I went to my local yarn shop to buy some yarn to get over. Yeah, for the transitioning, for the real yarn to arrive. And I had like this project in my head with the thick and thin yarn, and I really wanted to have that. So I went to my local yarn shop and I asked them, do you have thick and thin yarn? And they said, I don't know, we just have this yarn in the back of the shop which is on sale, and maybe that's what you like. And it was thick and thin yarn, and it was pretty fluffy, and it was on sale. Good. I couldn't get the colors I wanted to have for my initial planning, but it's okay. So I was like, okay, so it's gonna be my trial sweater, my yeah to have expertise if the final one arrives. So I already know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But the other one, the trial one, the transitioning one, which I'm gonna show you next. Wait for it. Be a little bit patient. Oh man, it's, it looks cute, but if you breathe and move, it's like, what the fuck? You mess. So, oh, there are llamas, I think. It's fallen apart a little bit, but it's like lights. I get it from a really cheap shop that are like, probably kids made us. Like, everything is like the worst. You can't buy stuff anymore. I don't know. It doesn't depend. It doesn't matter. So, let's talk about the swatches I did. So, with the trial one, I used 15mm needles, which I like, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it soon. But I decided that for this one, I wanted a little bit. I mean, if you use bigger needles, you get like bigger stitches, and if you have big yarn, it's gonna be really big and warm and fluffy, and I liked it. But I wanted to try. I always want to try different things and have different outcome. I don't want to have the same thing and 5 different colors. Well, I want to, but yeah, if you do it yourself, you have to make a little bit of choices. Because I don't knit that fast as other people do. So I decided to use like 12mm, and I want like 12mm for the body, and I thought like 10mm for like the arm thing and the collar and the bottom thing, you know. So I ordered 12 and 10mm. I like them. They're really cute. I have like it was the first needles I bought with a loop. You know what I mean? I like them. Before I just had like straight needles from real knitters mostly, because I like them, like I said, and yeah, that's basically how I started knitting. But it's like, if you want to do like a really big fluffy cardigan, this is like, it's not enough. You're like, your stitches are just crawled, and you're like, oh my god, oh, like so much stitches, and it's like itsy maze you're gonna see with the other project. So I wanted to have a cord, so I got space. Ooh, puppet dance. So yeah, so I ordered them. So we needed to wait a little bit so we could go on with the project, because I don't want to do the swatches with 15mm and then do the right thing. 12mm, it will look differently. Yes, we all know, and we don't want to make mistakes. So I waited patiently again, and then they arrived, and yeah, I started to do color work thing, and this is like my swatch to do it a little bit braided. Hoo-hoo! There we go. That's pretty. So this is like my little color swatch. Or like, yeah, there was just like, if you do a stripe, or if you do, it's pretty, but it's like, here it's supposed to be crosses, but with the thick and finion you can't really see. And it's like, I don't know. It's pretty, but it's not exactly what I wanted. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's, I mean, it's pretty, it's fluffy, it's soft, it's I would wear it, but it's, I don't know, not kind of perfect, too flat. I want to have more texture, more like, yeah, 3D. Was like more what's in my head. I don't really know what I want to. It's just like, we have to play around. And I really like the outcome of knitting, but sometimes when I'm tired, I just prefer crocheting, crocheting, crochet, yeah? With a hook. Because I think it's easier and it's not as, yeah, with anything. It's like it's like a lot, right? I got a message. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to play a little bit with crocheting, and I had to wait for the knitting needles, so I did this one. And I really do like it. It's like flowers, and I really like it. Like boobs. Oh yeah, like it's a bikini top. You can totally wear this. It's enough fabric. Done. Boof. Oh my god, that's the biggest chunk. Ooh, be nice cola. So yeah, that's a nice hat. So we don't know what we're gonna do with this, but it's really pretty. We need to do something with this. I think like if it's a big flouncy cardigan, you could like make the border on the bottom like it. Would be really pretty, wouldn't it? It's like the tulip stitch, I think. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty and it's so fluffy. But this is a little bit too kind of flat for me. But this is like a little bit too much 3D because it's like, yeah, you have like the holes everywhere. What's the purpose of a big fluffy cardigan to keep you warm if there are holes everywhere? So I don't know. And it's like if you do it like this, you have like the bottom of the flowers and I don't know. Just scratch your back and maybe get an idea. So we had to play around a little bit more, and I saw this cute mandala crocheting, and I was like, I want to do that. That's pretty. But I wanted to try it out with my big fluffy yarn, and it was like, I think it was an Anna and Carlos video. Really enjoyed this, guys. We did so much together in the last week. We worked so much in your garden and the knitting, yeah, but it was fun. We should do this again. So yeah, they had like this mandala crocheting video series, and the outcome of the final thing is like this big, but with my yarn we're like on the halfway and we're already this big. But I was thinking about if I do like a really big mandala, and you could do it like, if it's pretty, it could be like the back side of the cardigan. But again, it has like so much holes in it, and it would look weird and unfinished if you just put this at the back. It's like, yeah, too holy. But it's pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna unravel it because, yeah, after all the swatches, I can't. I use that one yarn ball of the pink one, and it's really expensive. You can't do all the swatches with it without having a real outcome. So probably gonna unravel it when I know what I really want to do. But it's pretty, isn't it? And it's so fluffy. I could wear it as a hat. How's that? So with the holes you can put like the ponytail. No problem. We're done. We're dressed. So yeah, that's project number 2. We have to we won't have finished objects if you're waiting for finished objects. I need to disappoint you. I'm sorry. So yeah. I'm sorry, my ear was itching and I didn't want to scratch my ear in front of the camera. That would be rude. Minutes in. So now we're gonna talk about the cardigan wool project I bought in between while I was waiting for the real thick and thin yarn. Like I said, I bought another in my local yarn store, which was on sale, which is still fluffy. It's a little bit more scratchy or less fluffy than the hand spun yarn. This one isn't hand spun, it isn't hand dyed, and it was a lot cheaper than this one. So that's one. This one is to try something out before we go for. Oh, it smells like cheap one. I really love that. I'm sorry. So I wanted to do like a big fluffy cardigan with this. I got this color, I got a dark green color, and I get one ball of this color because they only had one ball. I ordered more online, just so you know. It's all fun. Yeah. So I wanted to do like a big fluffy cardigan, which can be even purpose as a jacket, so like a real coat. I don't know what happens when it rains. Don't wear it when it rains. It's gonna be so heavy. Yeah. So and I wanted to start it because I was desperate for yarn. I mean, you know how it is. Yeah, and having like my 15mm chunky needles. I wanted to start, and I did start. I did a little swatch, and I wanted to just go for it. You can't wait any longer. So I started. I figured out we would do. I did a little bit of designing in advance, sure. And I wanted to figure out how we gonna do the stripes. It's like, it's huge. So I was deciding that we're like 5 rows here. We have 10 rows. It's just like right stitch. It's nothing special. A little bit of ribbing here, and it's like default knitting. But I wanted to do like the stripes. I didn't want to have like just, yeah. I wanted to have a little bit of variety in the striping, so we did like 10, 5, 5, 10, 5, 5, 10, and so on, you know. So you have like a big one to small ones, a big one to small ones, and like color alternating. It looks a little bit like a Harry Potter scarf. I don't know. Yeah, and I want to take, this is like one front piece, if you were wondering. I have like 2 front pieces and I'm working on a back piece. So we have some progress here. I already showed you the front ones in the first one, so we only worked on the back one in the last 10 days, 2 weeks. So I want to have this ribbing here, also around here, a little bit around the arm. I don't know yet what we're gonna do with the arm. Probably we're gonna just do it straight. I would love to have like a balloon sleeve, but I think it's already big enough. You don't have to do like, I don't think so. So you're gonna have a little bit of the blue around. Do you always have like yarn and stuff in your mouth because of the yarn and the hairy? No, it's just me, okay. So around the collar, around the arm cast, and I want to do something a little bit special with the pocket, underlying pockets, of course. So I don't know. They didn't want to have. I want to have like integrated all the colors and something of this like on the top of the pocket, and then just put it on top. So let's see how we gonna do that. How we gonna do it to show? So we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna put it onto the shoulder, and it's gonna be a really big. I swear, I have it always in my mouth. Really, it's gonna be oversized. So it's gonna be a little bit of drop shoulder, and then we're gonna do an arm, and we're gonna have this big and fluffy oversize here to the side. Big and fluffy oversized cardigan jacket, which is gonna be awesome. So we have like one front piece, second front piece, and working on the back piece. Then we're gonna do the arms, and then we're gonna do the best part. I showed you in the first episode, I got like beads and fancy glittery embroidery yarn in the 3 colors. So we're gonna decorate it. I don't really know how, but it's gonna be cute. Just wait for it, trust me. So this is like the big. You have a little bit to do. Like, not that much, I think. Well, let's compare. Yeah, we have a little bit to do. And it's like I said, it's like big. It's rolling, and it's a lot on this needle. It's a lot of, yeah. That's why I bought the other needles with the loopy thing. And I want to look into like knitting in rows. I don't really know how that works. And a little bit confused because most of the patterns I can find on Ravelry and everything is in English, and I'm not really sure about the English terms and everything. So we're gonna keep it simple for the moment. So where are we? Okay. So this is like the front piece, but for the back piece, we already did this, and now we started this red. So you have 10, 15, 20, 30 rows to go. I just should finish. Just should finish, but with so many projects. Yeah. And then I think the arms will be somehow the same way as this one. so let's see. Let's So if we have like this dropped shoulder thing here, then we're gonna try to just have it like this. It's gonna be so warm and fluffy and cozy. I hope it turns out pretty and not like, yeah, you invested a lot of time and it's okay. Yeah, so that's project number 2 or 3. Wait a second. Need to clean my nose. So, next one. Yeah. So, yeah. So, with it's like all connected, so I need to think a little bit. So yeah, I had like the 15mm needles for the red and green ones, and I want for the white fluffy one. I ordered like 10 and 12mm needles to do like the ribbing and 10 and the body and 12. And I was like, okay, the 10mm I can use for this project, which is like pretty yarn, which was on sale online. I was like, I can't resist. Why is this on sale? It's self-strapping, it's pretty, it's awesome. So I was like, I'm gonna take them all. Get 13 yarn molds, I'm gonna take it. And then when they arrived, it was like, it's self-felting yarn. So if you wash it, it's gonna felt in the machine. And yeah, I'm curious. I mean, I was like, when it arrived and I realized, it was like, oh, huh. I was like, oh, that can be interesting. That's brightness. Yeah, just ignoring this. I'm just talking, so it doesn't matter. So I was like intrigued by the self-felting one. I don't know if I would have bought it if I would have known in advance, but I didn't, so it doesn't matter. But I did like the swatches on 8mm because that's the ones I had at the moment, and the 10 ones didn't arrive yet. So I did the swatch on 8s, but the regarment on 10s, 10mm needles. So you know. So this is like the swatch. We did like a popcorn stitch, which we need to like. It's so pretty. It is indeed pretty. It's like a lot of halo. It's like, yeah, it's gonna fall after washing, and it's gonna shrink. So it says it's gonna shrink 30 to 40%, which is a lot, I think. But okay, but I think it's a huge gap. 30 or 40%, it's like a lot. That's 10% differences. So yeah, I imagine it depends on your washing machine, your washing program, and yada yada yada, and there's a lot of factors you have to take into account, so you can't say it's gonna shrink exactly that much. But it's like, so maybe it would have been smart to wash this so you can figure it out, so you don't have to guess. Would have been a smart idea. I didn't, because I'm not smart. Yeah, and I just, we're gonna see, we're gonna work it out, just go with the flow. So we did popcorn stitches here, which I really do like. Um, we tried some braiding here, but you can't really see that much here in the other direction. It's cute, but I imagined with the felting you wouldn't really see it anymore. Then I tried bigger braids, but I was like, I'm not really satisfied. And I was like, here it's going outwards, and I wanted to have them closer together and see like if I could do a big braid. That's what I did here. I did one stitch in between it, which I shouldn't have, so it would have been like these. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it really. Then I tried to do another pattern. I was like, it's not. What? And then I turned it around. I was like, oh, that's your pattern. That's your two stars. And I really do like that too. So that's a chopstick, by the way. I don't have that much needles and I didn't want to cast it off because maybe I'm gonna need to yarn and just unravel it. And yeah. So that's what I decided to do, like the star stitch for the cuffs and the popcorn stitch for the rest. And I was thinking about like an oversized sweater, a little bit like these, not off the shoulder, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's still gonna be warm and wintry, but not as much as this one. Nee, it's a monster. It's my monster. My joker's choking me. So, yeah. But then when I started it, I mean, I have 13 yarn balls. And they're small, it's like 50 grams, so this one's already one. So, that's one ball. And we got like this much left. It's nothing. But yeah, when I started on the 8mm, which I really enjoy working on, I really tend to gravitate on picking up this project because I really liked it. They're really slippery. They're on the edge on being too slippery and smooth, but it really flows. It really can. They don't have grip or anything. They're really smooth. And they're so pretty. They're like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I searched on Etsy and I think it's a good brand, I heard. I'm not gonna talk about the brand if I don't remember the name of the brand. That's stupid. So yeah, taking into account the 30 to 40% of, oh, I'm in the middle of a row. Good job, Sophie, good job. So it's big. I can't really show you because here I'm in the middle of a row. So, but it's like, yeah, it's like if you unfold, it's like these, and it should be like my above the hip. My muffin top, like that there, after him. Yeah, that's your waistline, No, it should be 40 centimeters in the front and 40 in the back. So I was like, okay, I need 40 centimeters in the outcome, so let's do a little bit of math. If we have like 40% shrinkage, we're gonna, I prefer to having it bigger in the end than so small, so we're gonna take the maximum of shrinkage, 40% of shrinkage, and it would be the maximum shrinkage to stop at 40, so if it shrinks less, you just have more room, and that's okay because we like eating with things. So yeah, I started it, and I was like, it's big, it's big. So it's like, I don't know if I have enough yarn for a whole sweater. So it's probably gonna be a vest without arms. Now I'm going for it. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be a cropped vest. So I was thinking about a sweater, but with all the shrinkages, maybe I'm totally wrong, and I will have a huge piece in the end, which looks hilarious. This one's gonna be a huge fail, or it has so much potential for failure. Bear with me, I don't know what I'm doing, just saying. So yeah, but that's probably, it's gonna be a vest, but so cropped, so, but too wide. In the worst case, it's gonna be a vest, so without arms. You may around collar, but it's end under your boob, and it's gonna be too wide. So could be cute, like a little bit poncho vest. I don't know, but it could look really weird. I don't know. We gonna see. Winter fine. I just thought of a new. So that's like the ribbing with the stars. It looks so pretty. It's since bigger needles and everything, so the striping is a little bit more tight than with this one, and I really do enjoy it. It's really pretty. So yeah, it's gonna shrink like this too, so it's gonna be like this wide maybe. But it's so pretty. And then we have the bubbles. But this is already like three yarn balls. I'm on the fourth one now. And I have like 6 for the front and 6 for the back. So, and I can like doing one replication, like 2, like these with one ball. So we're gonna have these, and then we're gonna have these. So it's gonna be like this, but with the shrinkage, for shrink. So it will be a weird cropped vest, which will be felted and bubble stitched and colorful. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. I enjoy doing it. It's pretty, it's huge. That's all I have to say about it. Yeah, 3 more. It's not gonna be a shorter session today. I don't know. I'm doing my best. So, I was going like every proper yarn addict. I have like I don't need to buy new yarn to have yarn. There's yarn hidden in drawers and boxes, just from old projects I started years ago, and I never finished. And I can't really, well, I can remember what I wanted to where I wanted to go with it, but I'm I know more now than a few years ago, so would do it differently or try something different, or it's not the style anymore, or I don't know. I don't want to go on with it because I like to start new things. um, and I had like this in a lot of colors. Um, this old not so, ooh, we're unraveling here, oh no. Yarn, which is like, I think it's cotton, so it's okay. And I tried to do bubble stitches, which I really do love. I think I wanted to do granny squares and some different squares. That's all the colors. I wanted to do one with all the colors in it. They're not blocked, nothing is blocked. I mean, you can be happy if somewhere the ends are worn and we're not that far. Yeah, to make like a blanket or like patchworky, and I just want to, yeah, play around and do different things and not, yeah, just enjoy playing with yarn. So I think I showed you this one the last time already. I really do like it. It's pretty. And I found a playlist on YouTube, like 365 days of granny squares. And this one is day 1. This one is day 2, where you do like all around. It's here you have gaps in between. It's like the same stitch. I can't remember how it's called in English, because the UK has one term and US has another term for the same thing, and it's differently called in German. And when I watch a video, I see you doing, so it's okay. I can, yeah, handle the different forms and everything. But in my head, they all, I don't know if that was double crochets or trebles, truffles, I don't know. So this one and this one is like without the gaps all around, and it's so annoying. It takes, there was a phone call. I hope, I'm recording on my iPad, and my phone is connected to my iPad because Apple connects everything. So it rings on my iPad, so it disrupted the video, and I hope I didn't lose all the footage and we don't have to start over. We're just going on now and try to finish it. I have to go to work earlier. That was a phone call, but yeah. Oh, we're starting tomorrow. Restarting tomorrow. So yeah, this was this was the second one, and it's kind of boring to do like all around. It should have 2 rows more. I figured to have like the same size as this one, but it's so I started it and I was like, okay, I got it. I got it how it works, so I lose interest in it. And then another day I just added 1 row because it was so tiny, and I was like, this takes forever, and yeah, it's just cute, but it's nothing special. So we'll see. Maybe it's gonna stay small. I mean, they're all different sizes in the end anyway, because I got this one. So I don't really care. Maybe they're just gonna be, I mean, to make a blanket you need a lot. So maybe they're just gonna be decoration. I can put it like here, and we're done. Isn't that pretty? And just hang it somewhere. gonna be fine. You're gonna find some place. And then I did this one, which I think is the same as this one. 4mm hook, 6mm hook. When I use the yarn, I doubled. I just used the red and the yellow one together. It's the same pattern. Like I said, after some rounds I lose interest and want to do something different, and it doesn't matter. Maybe I add a round with a different color. They're like work in progress. So maybe I'm gonna add some rounds here. It's like you have so many possibilities. You can like do whatever you want with these little things. I have an only green one here, which was claimed by my boyfriend because he likes green. I was like, can I have this one? I was like, what you gonna do with it? And I was like, just putting somewhere on my desk so I have something you made with me. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I don't know I had interest, but that's cute. I like green. I know you're just saying it for me to support me and being nice, but it's nice. I was like, but it's not blocked and it looks so rubbly. It's like, it's not even finished or that somewhere. It's like, it doesn't matter. I was like, okay, you can have it. I'm gonna, now I have it back because when I worked on it, I like to put them all around me and having my friends all together. And I was like, yeah, this one can sit with its friends too. Oh no, it's like the whole family. And we have this one, which is a round one. I don't know, maybe that's day 3, but I just start random videos, tutorials like I want to. This one is a little bit special. You have like the round in the middle. I used 2 yarns, and then so I used the hook 6 on this, but then I started to use the hook 4mm on the border because I was curious how it would look with different textures, and maybe it would look a little bit lacy. I don't know. So we're just gonna go on, and you do this, and then you're going into the front stitches and just pushing this out. So to do this, yeah, it didn't complete around, but you have like 2 hoops in the back. This one's I have in the back, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna see how this goes on. I don't know which tutorial it was, so I'm gonna see, maybe it's finished. Ta-da! And then another one, which I really like, which is one I found the pattern on Ravelry, and I'm really, I like it. It's a little bit more ambitious, so that's how far we got. You have like leaves and shells, and yeah, it's just undid itself, and it's like cute. It's gonna be cute, isn't it? I don't know the pattern. I can't remember, but I think I did some mistakes with the leaves. I think they have to stack out more better, more nicely. Not as, yeah, they're a little bit, they don't have enough space. But it's cute, isn't it? It looks like knotted in the middle, and then you have like the peaks. It's cute, isn't it? So it's that. But at the same time, I found some yarn from Real Knitter's Kit, and the 5mm needles, which for me the 8mm ones are already small. I know there are people who are knitting on 2mm or even 1mm needles. I'm like, what? I think 5 is already I don't enjoy it. Yeah, but I found this really pretty burnt red yarn in a drawer somewhere because that's just how I am. And I wanted to add with the colorful yarn which I'm using for the granny squares some color work. So at first I was doing a stripe. I don't know what I was doing there. I added somehow a row there. I don't even know. And here is like a red stripe. I don't know if you can really see it. It's really subtle, but it's kind of pretty. Then with the purples, I like how the purple effect makes, and I like how it looks in the back when you try to do striping, but it's more uneven and chaotic. I think it's really pretty. But yeah, it's like 2 stripes, and then I did like, I want to play with texture and just play around. And I tried to do, there I wanted to do something special, but it didn't work out. It's so hard. But yeah, I'm not really pleased with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Then I found in my stash another project I bought years ago, but never, I kind of lost interest. And it's like, not cross stitch, but it's a kit from Knitters de Petit Point, it's called. And you get like a pattern with ice creams, which tells you where to put which stitch. And it's really repetitive. It's not complicated, but I think it's really cute. You don't even do a cross stitch. You just do one stitch, and I think it's really pretty. You have to do like, I still need to finish. I started to do mistakes on this, so I stopped the last session. But I need to do some here. I think there are 3 missing and this one to finish. And the background is all blue. I just did a border, which took me 2 hours to just go one around. And it's a really pretty blue, but since I have this red, which is the same Pima cotton Knitters yarn, so I'm thinking about doing maybe something with this burnt red and the blue in combination. But I think it's gonna look so pretty when it's finished. Yeah, it's totally blown out from the sun. But you know what I mean? It's so pretty, it's so cute. I think like maybe I'm gonna do in red some writing, like red ice baby or something like that. Yeah, you can use it for put on a t-shirt or on a pillow, or just hang it on the wall. And I think I'm just gonna hang it on the wall here. There's like the blue one. So yeah, I think it's really relaxing. If you really don't want to think about something, just do the blue background. Just think, just lose your mind in it. And the last one, finally. So I was on Etsy and I saw this ones. I already caked them up. I first saw this one and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. Then I saw this one, and they only have one left of this, so I only have one of this colorful one. And I bought this one, which is in real life so much more pretty than on the photo on Etsy. It has so much depth, so much colors in it. It's so pretty. I mean, here are like yellow, pink, and red. No, orange, pink, and red. Here it's like so many variations of green and blues. It's so pretty. I'm really excited about this one. And it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so pretty. But the shop called me and said, oh my gosh, I know you ordered that many of this one, we don't have that many left. And I already ordered this one only because they don't have enough of this one. And I'm really glad I ordered this one because it's really pretty. But they said, we don't have enough left. So is it okay if I just send you pink plain ones with it? It's the same yarn, it's the same color as here in the pink ones. I was like, so good. Send me what you have. I'm a yarn addict. Just give me the yarn. And I was playing around, and I did this switch because I really like. I like crocheting, but like I said, the outcome, the visuals of knitting is more pretty in my opinion. It's pretty in my opinion, but crocheting is more enjoyable in my opinion. Sometimes, don't want to make it a rule, but yeah. So I found a crochet tutorial on YouTube for a dress, bodycon dress, and it's so pretty. But it's like I want to use the same pattern, but I'm gonna use totally different yarn, so it's gonna look totally differently. And I think I'm gonna do a sweater because I like sweaters or cardigan. Like, honest, what else do you want to do? So I did this swatch, and I really like it. It's one repetition of every different row, so that's one time the pattern. So this is like the bottom with just crocheting like a ribbing, and I really do like how the color transitions. And there you have like the braiding, and there you have like cross stitches, like little X's, and then you have this ones in between. But I was thinking like doing one repetition, one color, and maybe more, having like the ribbon and the bottom. I'm probably gonna switch the colors, so it's like these. Yeah, and having like this one on the bottom, so it's like not really stripy, but more like half, and adding the ribbon. But I was doing this like with 4mm hook, and I want like to upgrade it a little bit. So I started with the 6mm hook, the ribbing, and I so love the colors, how they, can you see it? How vibrant they are, and with the greenish, it's so pretty. But I wanted to make it a little bit bigger than here, so I added a few rows. But I think I want to have like the perfect in between. So I think I want a 5. So I think I want a 5mm hook to do the final thing. So we're waiting. So it's putting on hold because I ordered some more from Black Sheep Yarn, UK shop. They have like kits for doing blankets. with all the yarn. So I ordered 2 blanket kits and 1 shawl kit. No regrets. And a set of hooks because they were on sale. Yeah, and it's gonna arrive soon, hopefully. But then I can go on with this project too, because I really, really want to go on with this. It's so pretty. I want to work my heart out of. I really, it's so pretty. I want to work, but I don't want to go on with the 6mm hook when I cannot know in my heart that it would be better to wait for the 5mm hook. It's really hard. It's really dramatic, but sometimes you have to wait for the right hook to arrive at your home. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you the new yarn when it arrives, because obviously it's not there yet. And that's it. Now it's a mess here with all the projects. Who's gonna clean that up? Yeah, I need to go to work 2 hours sooner than expected, so we're finished now. Yeah. See you next time.